ready for another lesson?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Back Row Banter, your favorite casual movie talk podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Adam Schwartz, and in this week's episode, we'll be talking about the movie Frankenstein. Do I need to add like a Del Toro's Frankenstein or like Frankenstein
I think this
2025?
is like Frankenstein.
All right, Frankenstein. It's the new one. But anyway, before we get to any of that, I'm joined today, of course, by not dead, not alive, Nathaniel.
I feel like
Gingrich.
I've been not dead Nathaniel before at some point, haven't I?
Probably like a zombie flick.
Yeah.
Probably.
Not yet alive though. Definitely haven't been that before. I guess I have, but not consciously.
Yeah.
What's up, folks? I'm here. We got another Del Toro. You know, your boy's cranking. I'm ready.
This is your boy. This is if you
is
had a
one
boy,
of my guys. Yeah.
This is the man.
I agree. He's on the roster at the very least.
So I can't wait for this to get way too high in the entropy list. I just can't.
So
wait.
high. I mean, could be number one.
He's already throwing slander on it, man. We haven't even got to the review yet.
Could be number one. I mean,
no, that's not necessarily slander. I mean, it's not necessarily slander. I just said it could go too high.
I'm just
that doesn't
saying
mean I dislike the movie or it's bad. I'm just saying it might go higher than it needs to.
The foundation of Dune 2 is just rotting at the core. You know, it's just.
I mean, I would argue it's never been stronger. I mean, there was a photo of Timothée Chalamet just in Sao Paulo, just surrounded by people, and I saw people comparing it to the shot of him in the crowd in Dune 2, and I was like, yeah, that feels right.
Yeah, that's what we need. A false prophet.
I need to rewatch. Actually, I did rewatch that.
In fact, we need
I put it on.
white
I
false
fell asleep
prophet.
watching it, but don't know about that.
What? Sorry, did I miss some subtext
Well,
there?
according to Joe Rogan, Jesus Christ will remanifest himself in the form of AI. So
That's atrocious, dude.
did you guys see that clip?
No,
Which
that's atrocious.
could also very realistically be AI.
Yeah, right. Like, yeah, AI made that
No,
clip, bro.
I did have that thought. But I did go and at least did some due diligence to verify. I'm not saying I went super hard, but I did try. Like, I saw that clip in multiple places.
Jesus
and looked up
can
to see if it was real.
remanifest in AI.
It was something along those lines. I don't know the exact quote, but he was basically like, Jesus can be recreated with AI or something like that. And
Yeah.
I was just like, what are we on?
That's going to be the scary part of the internet, right? Is once we start mixing religion with AI.
I tap out, bro.
Yeah.
That's
when it's going to get scary.
I'm gonna be
Yeah, I
living...
genuinely don't. I mean, there's people that use Jedi as a religion currently.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So, you know, the fact, I'm sure there's already people that do follow AI currently as some form of
100%
religion. So it would just you know, maybe it may manifest itself in a much bigger scale than what we're currently used to, or maybe be on our radar more than what we're currently getting. But yeah, if you don't think that that's already happening, you're crazy.
You're probably right, man.
Scary times. I think we're already a little bit past the point where I'm comfortable with, but I think we're passing like dangerous territory.
Is Mission Impossible
the Entity
Dead Reckoning Part 2 or whatever? Is that the most realistic movie of human history?
Put me on
what we're saying?
Put me on the submarine with the sexy submarine with all the people that are from Ted Lasso and Severance. They all seemed like they were having a good time. I'm done,
Crazy.
man. I tap out. No more. I'm writing books. I'm using fucking handwritten tools. I'm going.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, dude.
Anyway.
Let's record our podcast.
Also joining us today. It's yeah, I'm gonna start saying at the beginning of every podcast, your favorite non-AI generated
Yeah, there you go.
podcast.
Completely organic.
Oh yeah, organic podcast.
Human powered.
All organic, non-GMO.
Yeah.
Non-GMO.
That's funny.
Gluten-free.
Also joining us today is Victorian Tyler Vidalis.
Hello.
Do you think I would hate living in that time period where I always had to wear
I
a little
had the
tight
same thought, man.
little cravat and a tie and some shit like that. I would live for the bit at my day where I got to rip that off and just have it hanging loose around my neck.
I don't know if it's like the head of transportation, the Trump admin, but he's like to save air travel, we need to start dressing classier when flying or something like that. He's like trying to encourage people to start dressing up again.
I did not see that.
The full 3-piece suits.
Yeah, basically. I mean, he was like, we used to like hold this as like a thing of
fuck out of here, dude.
status or something like that. And
it really was.
Yeah,
that's it's funny because last time Leah and I were in an airport, we were like, it's so funny that like people have gone to. Like, and by all means, we're one of those people. Like, I'm wearing shorts or like sweatpants or something. Like,
that's not us.
100%. You can't. Yeah,
100%.
That's not us though. That's the airlines who decided like we're gonna put you all as close as possible, and you can't get off the airplane once you're on it. Kind of that bullshit. Like, if it was still like I get 6 feet to hang out, and like someone brings me a whiskey and a cigar before the plane takes off, yeah, bro, I'll wear my 3-piece suit. That's fine.
Yeah.
Also on the house, right? I'm not paying fucking $50 for 2 drinks
because I paid
$500
for this fucking flight. But yeah, bro, if you're gonna treat me like shit and say like, oh, you're gonna be in scum class in the back, let me spit on you on the way. Fuck you, I'm getting comfy.
Yeah, 100%.
Sorry, we Ty, how you doing, bud? We just immediately cut you off there.
No, you guys are good. I'm good. Yeah, I would not. I would also not prefer to live in those times. If I had to go back to a time where it's not current, like, you know, if you were forced to go back to a time where you could live. Oh man, it's so tough, right? Because some of it's pretty cool, and then like in theory you think it's pretty cool, and then like when you're there you're like, oh fuck,
it's the Black Plague.
Like one of the first thing that comes to mind is like, you know, like Viking times. It would be so sick. But then on the other time I'm like, no, it's savagery.
No,
like,
I stand outside in the wind for like 2 seconds in the winter, and I'm like, nah, fuck this noise. I'm so happy I've got a heater.
There's like some weird, like I don't even want to say nostalgia because like we were never even there for it, but like some pseudo nostalgia with that. We're like, I think in realistic terms, like that should be a fucking nightmare, dude. Like your life expectancy, like you're gonna die at like 19 years old.
Yeah,
like, tear an ACL, you're limping the rest of your
life. It's like it's just absolutely terrible, bro. You can't shower. There's like no baths.
You've got like
no way, bro.
30 days a year that like the weather is good. Like the rest of the time, you're either too hot, too cold, like you're shivering all like. No, it's awful.
No way, dude.
Yeah, think of like what is that? The Revenant. I don't want to fucking fight a bear, dude. I don't want to do that. You know,
no way.
Are you crazy?
Yeah. No way.
Yeah.
Plumbing,
I mean, or like
you think about
times. I don't, you know, like scurvy. I don't know if I want to deal with all that.
Having to shit outside,
almost high key, like peak human existence, like what we're in right now, which is crazy.
No,
it's already a strange place, but like it has to be.
I go back to the 80s, like
for sure. I go back to the 90s.
Okay. I guess in the grand scheme of things, that's not too far from where we're at right now.
If they were like,
but yeah, to your point,
gun to your head, gun to your balls, you got to go back in time. Like, send me back to the 80s, and like, I'll just
send me back 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. I agree.
I'll invest in Google and Apple. I'll be fine.
Yeah. I agree, man.
Also joining us today, it's big body part BlakeHolder.
Hey, what up? What up? Long time no talk, fellas.
I know, it's been so long. The boys are back.
Yeah.
The boys are back.
Yeah, anytime we miss a week, I just have my running joke of like, you guys are like, all right, so when are we recording? I'm like, are we still doing that?
Yeah, like do we still
especially
have
because we recorded early.
Hilarious joke, Ty.
Thank you.
Hilarious.
We recorded on
like every time,
like a Monday last time
we
too.
Did.
So it
we
was
did.
like
we did. Actually.
It is just a deeper.
It's actually been like 13 days since we
Yeah.
recorded, something like that. Oh, well, we're here.
Oh man, how's everybody doing? Looks like we're excited to get the quadrant back, right? I missed the last ep.
It's true. So it's been even
That's
longer
right.
for
Did
you.
ever,
Yeah,
yeah, that's right. Did you ever watch Running Man?
I didn't even get to it, brother.
Oh no,
Didn't get to it. How was that, by the way? Because I didn't listen to the pod because I obviously haven't
Good.
seen it yet. I tried not to like
Good.
ruin.
I think we were all recommends
Solid?
on it. Yeah, I think we all
Solid.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was pretty chill.
Okay.
Pretty solid movie. I would recommend watching it, in particular, so that we can rank it. Because
Okay.
it's
To give
not
you
currently
a little bit more of a narrow field of like gauging, I think I'm still watching Badlands over it.
Okay.
But that's
Yeah,
blown
it's
out of
pretty
proportion for him. Like he loves Predator as well too.
Yeah.
I would say
Yeah.
I still liked Long Walk better.
I would
Okay.
agree.
Isn't it? That's Edgar Wright, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it is Edgar Wright.
Okay.
Yeah.
Better
It's-
than What was the last
Last
film we
Night in
did?
Soho?
Last Night in Soho.
Yeah, I think it's a better
I
fit.
probably.
You think? I haven't
It's
gone back
tough,
and
man.
rewatched Last Night in Soho, I'll be honest.
I haven't either, but I don't look back on that movie super fondly.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's pretty okay. This I probably enjoyed a little bit more of the actual
Okay.
viewing experience more than Last Night in Soho. If it's a better movie, I think you could debate that, but I enjoyed watching it probably more than
I
that.
think I like the performances
But-
better in Last Night in Soho.
I would agree with that maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I liked Running Man.
Last night.
It was some good commentary on society where we're at today as well. So
Society.
mixes in that a little bit. But would recommend.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
I'll get to it, man.
But we're not talking about Running Man this week. We are talking about a
No,
little
we're
movie
not.
called Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Of course, welcome to the main review segment here on Back Row Banter. Nathaniel, if listener is new or maybe they've just forgotten, can you give them a rundown of how our review segment works?
You're just telling me this for the first time. The way the review segment works here on Back Row Banter is that it is broken into two sections. There's the non-spoiler section, and then there's the spoiler section. It's pretty self-explanatory. In the non-spoiler section, we'll go over the movie itself, who wrote it, who directed it. It's Guillermo del Toro and Mary Shelley. And then who's in the cast, the IMDb summary, all that good stuff. We'll go around the squadron, decide if we recommend this movie. It's got to be a yes or no. There is no nuance on the internet. And after that, it'll be spoiler time. I'll play some sort of spoiler noise. And if you don't want to have anything spoiled for you, check where the time codes are in the show notes, because we'll be going deep on our thoughts, any plot twists, any big spoilers, and then we're going to be ranking it up on our entropy list, which is spoiler free. So if you don't have anything spoiled for you, you can check back in at that point. But it's our big list of everything we've watched for the podcast ranked. It's got a tier list as well too. So if you prefer that version of stuff, we've got that broken down for you as well too. But that being said, Adam, tell me about Frankenstein.
I would love to. This is a new movie, of course, released straight to Netflix. Tisk. I guess. Actually,
There
it
was
released
some
in select
screenings,
but it felt very limited. Yeah, and same thing with the Knives Out one, where like AMC, I don't think had Frankenstein or the new Knives Out, which is interesting because I thought I saw that like AMC and Netflix were trying to make a deal so that AMC is like the primary theater for Netflix distribution or something like that.
So Frankenstein was in the Chicago Film Festival, which was hosted by AMC. So you could, I think, see some Frankensteins at AMC.
It's funny. I was at the AMC that film festival was happening at while it was going on, just to see a different movie. But
sure. But then
that makes sense.
Wake Up Dead Man, the Knives Out trilogy, is not at AMC at all. It's only at Classic Cinemas.
Right.
Which is where I saw it last night. Bit of sizzle. But
you cheated?
No. I paid real money.
I'm telling AMC.
They can try and B-list me, but I will always be an A-list member.
Your A-list will be revoked.
How
I'll
dare
have
you
held in contempt, sir.
I am an A+ list, not an A-. Anyways, Adam, continue.
New movie. Rated R. Runtime of 2 hours and 29 minutes and an IMDb rating of 7.5 out of 10. Oh, did we decide we're doing Letterboxd from now on?
I think we might have.
Maybe have a discussion. Yeah.
We did. I can give you that answer. Letterboxd right now, it's at a 3.9 out of 5.
All right.
Yeah, because they only go
Pretty
to
on
5, don't they?
Correct.
Yeah.
I saw someone use a 7-star ranking the other day, and I was like, oh, I almost like that.
Yeah. That's kind of, I mean, we have 7 tiers.
It's true. But yeah, I don't hate it.
I mean, it's
like
6 or 7 stars.
Shut the fuck up.
It was right there, man. I'm sorry. It was right
I know.
Was it right there just because I said 7?
Yeah, it was, man, and that's how it goes.
What about 7, 8, 9?
You have to take it. You have to move on.
Is that how I like counteract this? Is the 7, 8, 9 joke? Like, is that what we start?
No, it doesn't work.
No, that's how you expose your age, actually.
Yeah.
I like to expose my age. I'm old, bro. I shouldn't understand 6, 7. I don't want to. It's important that I don't.
I don't either.
It's important for the younger generation.
The meme is that like it doesn't really mean much.
You know, it's funnier than 24? 25.
What?
All right.
SpongeBob, motherfucker. 90s kid.
Directed and written by Mr. Guillermo del Toro. The cast includes Oscar Isaac, Jacob Elordi, Christoph Waltz, Mia Goth, Felix Kammerer.
Well, that's a name.
Charles Dance or Dance?
Charles Dance.
Yeah, I think it's Dance.
Whatever it is, it's Charles.
He's the dude. He's the
dad.
The dad in Game of Thrones.
Tywin.
Yes, Tywin Lannister.
Ralph Innocent
you can
shows
dance
up
if you want to.
I'm sure that's how he enters every room. The safety dance.
Yeah.
Charles,
I'm gonna
the safety dance, I think is his full name.
I'm gonna leave the cast there. That's the main cast that we have here. The IMDb summary reads as follows: Dr. Victor Frankenstein, a brilliant but egotistical scientist, brings a creature to life in a monstrous experiment that ultimately leads to the undoing of both the creator and his tragic creation.
Whoa.
I mean, good summary. Yeah. I mean, people know Frankenstein.
Do they?
The monster. But do they is the real question, because this, from my understanding, is kind of the closest version to like the original book that we have in movie form. Yeah. Which, like, have you read that, Nathaniel? I'm assuming yes. You probably encountered it at some point in like an English class.
Yes. So, original Frankenstein.
I read it in high school, but like I barely remember it.
Original Frankenstein, I definitely read in high school. The 1818 text I read, I'm pretty sure, in college at some point.
Okay.
Real differences aren't crazy. It's a little bit more of like him on his own, and I believe there's the encounter with the family in the woodshed, and the blind grandfather, and that kind of thing is a little bit more drawn out, but yeah, it's it's good. What are you gonna say? It's like Frankenstein is at a certain point so much of the I mean, people say it's the first sci-fi book. I don't know if I agree, but like
I see their perspective on that. I don't know if I'd agree, but
huge. I mean, Mary Shelley, I don't think can be like her influence on writing. I don't think can be misstated. She comes, if you have done research, like her mother, Mary Wollstonecraft, is like considered one of the early feminist writers. thought that women and men should be on equal playing field. Crazy time in like the 1800s, 1700s.
That is a crazy time.
Her father was quite radical as well too. Taught her and her sister, I believe, and like she palled around with Percy Bysshe Shelley, I believe, ended up being her husband, but Lord Byron was the other kind of man in there, and that they were their own little weird polycule of writers and adventurers and intellectuals. And yeah, everyone decided on one night to they were gonna write a horror story, and Mary Shelley dropped Frankenstein, and 100 years later, 200 years later, we're still talking about it.
Somehow. It stands the test of time.
It does. And I think Del Toro... I mean, Del Toro, I feel like in some ways has been building to this his whole career.
Yeah.
And in others is like, this has felt inevitable, and I'm kind of glad we're through it in some ways too. Like, I'm excited for what's next.
Yeah, it does feel like a penultimate challenge for like the king of like personifying monsters or kind of highlighting monsters in his movies. Like, this kind of feels
humanizing
like
monsters.
The final, humanizing is the right word. This kind of feels like the ultimate test, the ultimate challenge for a guy like Del Toro and his filmography. And now we're here. Now we've got it. What are our early thoughts here, gents? Nathaniel, I'm going to kick it right to you, obviously, as the running Del Toro super stan. Yeah.
My initial reaction was that I prefer Del Toro on original stories. Like, I love and recognize his adaptations, but the ones that really sing for me are Pan's Labyrinth, Devil's Backbone, Shape of Water. Those ones where he is adding his own generation, not in like a next generation, but like his generative abilities to it. He's creating.
His creative, his creativeness or creative abilities.
He's pulling so many pastiches in, and part of that. And I think the story of Frankenstein is so tightly wound into who he is as an artist that it was always coming out in some of those other movies. And I think this, while pretty excellent, it doesn't quite hit that next tier for me, where I think it kind of functions on that. Well, I've never seen anything like this. The writing is so original. The symbology is
baby.
is Del Toro. He's the king of eye protein. He doesn't function in eye candy. He does eye protein, where like everything about the image is functioning within itself. There's symbols, and there's nothing for your eye that like doesn't contribute to the conveyance of the story as a whole, and the ultimate message that it's trying to send you. But like, it's just Frankenstein, just such a big topic, right? And it's so monumental in some ways, and it's so iconic that like I think this is a really great attempt. But for something that like his last movie, Pinocchio, I just felt was much more an interpretation of this great myth, where this one felt like, all right, here's my version of this movie, but I know that I can never replace that movie, kind of thing.
Kronos was his too, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kronos is definitely his as well,
okay.
which definitely gets into like the vampire mythology as well. But even that's like it's an original take on
right.
that
Yeah,
in a lot of
when
ways,
you were
right?
bringing up other movie like Pan's Labyrinth, everything. Was one of the other ones that came to mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Kronos is so, and again, so original in that thing. It's such a it's shift on it, and like this one just being a straight up Frankenstein adaptation. I love it, but I don't feel the same, like I want to go to bat for it. This is this crazy, vision that I feel like for some of the other ones. So, solid B+, A- in my mind.
You recommend though?
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt.
Cool. I figured that much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll kind of jump here second. Then, I mean, I'm not versed very well in the Frankenstein origin story and lore and literature. Know enough because I think it's a huge like pop culture portion, right? So I mean, you kind of know the gist. But yeah, ultimately went into this, and I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, man. It's
good.
It's good. Just a few things that are like, I don't want to say cliche is the right word. So actually, we're not even going to start with the things that I don't like. Things that I do like about it. One, the cast is awesome. So went into this like I knew Oscar Isaac was in it.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah,
Christoph Waltz, fucking awesome.
Anytime.
Mia Goth, I was like, I'm sold. Right. So like,
also
just the cast alone.
I got to shout out Jacob Elordi. I do not like him a bunch in Euphoria.
Yeah, I'm not versed in him.
My dude showed up in this. Like he did great. Like no doubt about it.
Some excellent like facial acting.
Oh yeah,
right? That's nonverbal
and body too. Like he does a lot of just like his body language as a whole.
Yeah, I feel like
a really good job.
I could see him and Del Toro working on that stuff. Like and like it all came through. Obviously I follow Guillermo on social media and stuff, so I definitely felt like I saw a little bit of this like ahead of time in terms of stuff. But like, man, that guy really impressed me. I've seen him in other things, and I think he's pretty decent. This is the first time I was like, damn, this kid's he's got it. Like
he's got it. Yeah, he's got the shit.
He's definitely got it.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely want to give credit to that. The set pieces in this are awesome. Obviously, there's some CGI baked into that as well, but there's some set pieces in here that just look phenomenal, right? And just a testament that like sometimes there's green screens, sometimes it's practical effects, sometimes they're probably actually shooting on location, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they do it all and they hide it well. So yeah, I mean those are kind of things I want to talk about for sure. That stuff is all very easy to bring me into the world, right, and get me invested in the story. Yeah, that's what I'll say. Few things that are kind of like cliche stuff, but I guess that's just the result of the Frankenstein story that like I ultimately knew, where like easy thing to say, right? Frankenstein, spoilers, I guess, right? He's not the biggest monster of the movie. The biggest monster of the movie is actually a human being, right? Due to XYZ, right? So you kind of know that stuff going into it. But yeah, overall though, I'm pleasantly surprised with the movie. I thoroughly like it for sure. Highly recommend. Adam?
Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same spot as you guys. Like, I don't think this movie didn't necessarily blow me away, but it was like one where I was watching with my roommates and we watched it Sunday, today's Thursday. And we had went to AMC to watch Hamnet earlier in the day, which is like another 2.5 hour, pretty slow, paced movie. And we were like, man, I had to watch it for the podcast. I was prepared to watch it when I watched on Sunday because I know it's a long movie or whatever. So we were prepared to watch it, like that was the plan. But we got back from Hamnet, and after a 2.5 hour like Shakespearean drag, which like good movie by the way, but just slow moving. I was like, man, I don't know if I want to put on like Frankenstein. Definitely not the movie I'm not really like vibing with. But 25 minutes in, like kind of after the opening, I turned to my roommates. I was like, I'm having a great time so far. And they're like both like, yeah, this is actually really good. And that's kind of how the movie went out the rest of the way. It was just like, I'm having a good time with this. And I didn't expect to. I wasn't really in the mood to watch it when I sat down to do so. And it had me kind of change my opinion on that or change pace on that pretty quickly into the movie. And it kind of stayed true throughout. I think it drags in certain points, especially in like the second half. I think it kind of slows down a little bit. 2.5 hours on this one is time. It's for any movie, but I feel like there maybe could be some things that were trimmed down a little bit. But overall, I did really enjoy the movie. I think everything you guys have said about the cast is spot on. Very well written movie, engaging through and through, and I think it's a very interesting take and an interesting kind of way to tell this Frankenstein story of the two parts of the doctor's side, the madman's side, and then you can obviously get the creature's half of it too. And I think I definitely enjoyed my time with it. Would highly recommend it, especially if you got Netflix, it's available to you right away. So recommend. Good time. Maybe not my favorite Del Toro, but probably up there.
Spoiler time?
Ty?
Okay.
Yeah, Ty.
I'll keep mine short because can't really say too much that's already has been said. But I think I'm gonna recommend. I'm not like a super strong like you got to go see this movie. Definitely, I think far from my favorite Del Toro. I think there are quite a few other ones. Most people that have listened to this obviously know how I feel about like Pan's Labyrinth. So yeah, I think he's got pretty substantial, stronger work out there. I don't mind this. I had a good time with it for the most part. I do have a couple of gripes. But overall acting was good. Special effects were pretty good. There were a couple of times where I was like, man, could have done better there. But there were also some like set design pieces that I thought were really great. Obviously love the Mia Goth, Christoph Waltz, Oscar Isaac, all that stuff. So yeah, plenty of really, really killer people in this, and a lot of people got involved, and so definitely glad to see it come out. I love the fact that you definitely do get kind of like this tragic romance out of it, versus what some other people might think Frankenstein is, or at least what the story is. So yeah, I was pretty pleased with it overall. Definitely a recommend, but not my number one pick for the year that you gotta like, you should absolutely watch this. But it was pretty good.
Yeah. Now, you said it's not your favorite Del Toro. Do you like Shape of Water or Crimson Peak more than this?
I would say Shape of Water is pretty high up there. As far as like comparison to this, Crimson Peak, I would say is probably pretty close to this. You're kind of.
I wouldn't say you're too far off. Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of in the same realm of like where those are. If you're going to tier these movies off, those two would probably be pretty close. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was just curious on what you thought. Adam, have you seen, I don't know how much Del Toro you've seen. Is this high ranking for you? Have you seen Shape of Water? Have you seen Crimson Peak?
I have not seen either of those two. I've seen Pinocchio, Pans, and then the Hellboy movies I watched when I was younger.
Oh yeah, those are him. Yeah.
Blade 2? No, I haven't seen Blade 2.
Brother.
Yeah, need to get it to that. So I'm relatively shallow in my Del Toro depth.
Did I post something about the Hellboys and somebody said they need to rewatch those? Was that in this group chat? Was it?
Yeah, it was. And I think it was me who said I need to rewatch those because I haven't seen them since I was younger.
Dude, they're so good.
They're
love
awesome.
Those movies.
Yeah, they're awesome. I remember really liking them as a kid.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, this is probably, I don't know, I guess I've really only seen 5 of his movies, and I probably like this more than Pinocchio, but I would have to really rewatch Pans and both Hellboys to really say if I like this more. Like I'm not gonna pretend like I am more well versed on Del Toro than I really am. I'm still pretty young in my depth of his or my understanding of his filmography. So, but it's up there for me.
For me, is just so untouchable.
Yeah,
for a lot of his stuff.
I mean, yeah, I would really want to rewatch it to like give you a full answer on that. But like off the top of my head, yeah, I'd probably still think Pans is the better movie of the two. But that deserves a rewatch on my half because I didn't particularly love that movie when it came out, but I think I'd have a better appreciation for it if I watched it today. So, or not when it came out, when we watched it for the podcast, and that was my first watch on it.
One would hope.
Yeah. All right. Are we ready to get into spoilers here, gents?
Spoil it, dude.
All right. Let's.
Spoilers.
Well, no, that's the whole point of spoilers is that we don't spoil it.
Spoil that shit.
I don't know if you knew that. No. Like I said, we do this so that people don't get
There's a monster.
Spoiler noise, Nathaniel. Check the episode description for a timestamp.
Shit goes down.
Whoa. I like that.
That was new.
That was my new megaphone voice for you.
More action in this movie than I anticipated.
Particularly at the
Or
start.
at least like the opening. Yeah.
Yeah,
the
compared
opening,
to
it does start.
They're just going for it,
action based.
Yeah.
So I think last Del Toro we got was Nightmare Alley, which we might not even have talked about yet.
That's right. Yeah, we haven't even brought that up.
Like that's maybe the last Del Toro, or maybe Pinocchio. I think we had Nightmare Alley.
I think Pinocchio's
then
Pinocchio was more recent.
Last live action, we'll say. But yeah, I feel like right out the start of this, love the effect with the dead eye that he's got.
Quietly, my favorite.
It's so
my
good.
favorite piece. Of the creature. 100%.
So good. Yeah, and I really, as soon as it opened up and it had the prologue shit, I was like, oh, we are in for a literary movie, motherfuckers. Like, we're going to get differing perspectives. We're going to get multiple chapters. Like, I think I was pretty on board pretty fast. And I should say, I had a similar kind of viewing experience to Adam, where I was like, man, I'm upset that they didn't have this in theaters. Like, it's Del Toro. I feel like they should. I don't really know how I feel about going to watch it right now. I knew I was going to have to split it across 2 days to try and get our, like, original recording date done, too. And I was just kind of, like, dreading that. But, again, within the first 10, 15 minutes, I think, I was like, yep. I'm back on board. Like, Del Toro's cooking. Let the man go. I loved the, like, starting with kind of in media res, where we're in an immediate moment, we understand what's going on, and then almost immediately the characters of which the action will center around show up on screen, and it kind of gives us that little bit of separation from the characters, where you're almost like you are the Hans Mikkelsen. What's the brother's name? Phil Mikkelsen. I can't remember. Not Mads Mikkelsen's brother.
The golfer.
Lars
Mikkelsen. Phil Mikkelsen is out there talking to Oscar Isaac and Jacob Elordi, and it's all like, I was very involved. I was ready to go. So yeah, I thought much more to your point, actiony than I originally thought it was going to be, but got me excited and interested very quickly.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think I was pretty happy with not, like, I guess if it was in theaters, obviously I would have gone and seen it, but honestly, as much as we preach people should go to the movie theaters, as much as we love going to the movie theaters, we do kind of sometimes get to those weeks where I'm just like, fuck, man, I am so happy to stay at home to be able to watch a fucking movie,
especially a 2.5 hour movie. I agree.
For sure.
Yeah. So I was definitely excited that it was something that I could watch at home. And typically I have, quite a few hours in between when I get home and when Leah gets home from work.
Sure.
Especially now that, she's coaching again. And so it's like a movie like this, I have plenty of time to get into my schedule by myself. So this was pretty easy for me to catch. I definitely enjoyed my experience, my viewing experience. And yeah, I think one of my favorite things was kind of like I don't know. It's kind of so one of my favorite things in general. One of my favorite scenes was when he's in like the auditorium giving like his first demonstration.
I agree.
So cool.
Yeah,
that was
dude.
awesome.
Oh my god, that was freaky as fuck.
So the monster there, love that shit. Where you as the audience member are immediately like, oh no, that's a person that's alive and they're hurting, and like he is not reacting appropriately at this point. Like,
and with that too, dude, I think my favorite little snip of that scene is like the immediate grasp of air. As soon as they jolt it on.
Yes.
Right. It's like a massive grasp of air, right? Basically signaling that they are living and there's life back in them.
Yeah.
So that type of stuff. It's awesome.
That's very visceral.
Awesome.
I feel like that's very that's where you feel like, oh no, this is Del Toro functioning and like understanding.
That's Del Toro. Yeah,
material.
That's the type of shit where you're like, that's what I want to see from a Del Toro movie. That's why I'm sitting down and watching Frankenstein.
Sorry, Tyler. Go ahead.
That was a crazy.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you, bro.
No, you guys are good. I love it, you know. But yeah, I think that was probably one of my favorite scenes from a visual aspect, especially with the whole part of like them talking about shit and then he throws at the ball and then it like catches it and I'm like, dude, so good. And then as much as in the same breath that I love like that portion of like being able to see like the body gore behind that, and you know, I don't overly care for the whole process of him putting Frankenstein together.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I don't know. I think it's just so odd that like he had to like he couldn't just use a leg of a good person. He had to use the inner workings of like 3 or 4 different legs and then reattach all the ligaments and then put in a fucking new kneecap. And, you know, like we couldn't just find a single leg or like a half a leg.
Bring
like,
back one person kind of thing.
Yeah. It almost seemed like it was too much. Like I don't mind the fact that like, you know, maybe it's a different from the knee down, you know, and then, you know, from the femur up to like where the waist is, you know, whatever. But we're building the entire thing from the ground up.
Well, and I think like he very much like adds the war element into it, which I feel like is the like that's so Del Toro, and like that's very much like from Pan's Labyrinth to Devil's Backbone to Pinocchio to Frankenstein. That's very much a thing that he tends to build in at this point. And I kind of see what you're saying there, but I think by the same token, I do like the like later you get him where he's like getting the different memories of the different people that he's built of, and I find that a very like satisfying kind of end point to kind of what he's starting with what you were talking about there too.
Yeah. No, I agree. So yeah, I think that's just kind of like it was one of those
almost
things
too
where
mechanical, you think, where it's like he's got like
I think it was just too intricate for you know, like I get the you know, the effect of, you know, if the arm from like the elbow to the hand is shot, then like I got to get a new part of that piece.
Sure.
But like, why do I have to get 10 individual fucking fingers from 10 different fucking people and re-hardwire them back into the fucking hand? And so
it's more exciting that way.
Yeah, I get it.
So yeah, that I guess it was just, you know, like you can take bigger pieces of this. Like, why rebuild a whole car when, you know, you have a good engine? You don't have to rebuild, just go find a good engine from another car and put that into the car. You don't have to build the entire engine. So it's just kind of like one of those things where like I feel like
I got you.
Yeah, there could have been a simpler way to do that and still get the same effect at the end of the day.
I don't know if I agree, but I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I like the overall design.
That is one thing I was
said creature.
I was curious about how that would go. I think I do prefer him with long hair. I think that tends to help a little bit, but I think the like kind of first creature design, I was just like, you look more statue brought to life than
kind of
like
Alien too. Almost.
Yeah, Prometheus for sure.
Yeah, sure.
That's a good way to call it. Yeah.
Is statue Prometheus more than you look like a dude that's been assembled from different body parts, kind of thing. Yeah. But I think the hair helps, and I think as he kind of not ages, but like gets more wear and tear. Yeah,
Some of it I got like really big, like Burton vibes. I got very big, like Corpse's Bride, the castle, or whatever building you want to call that that they end up buying for. I'm like, dude, this is screaming Burton to me right now.
Yeah, but like, yes, but Del Toro's so much more squat and stolid than like Burton's all rickety, tall buildings that like are too top heavy kind of thing. Like, I do kind of see what you're saying though. It's so leans into the visual stylings of its one true vision director kind of thing that it very much is that like you kind of default to the other very stylistic directors to kind of compare it to.
And then I didn't like the wolves.
CGI wolves are tough, man. I've been thinking about this recently.
Then don't do them.
But then, then you got to get a real wolf, right? And then I feel even bad. I feel worse. Like
I'm totally with Ty though, and that's something that hit me too. Where CGI wolves, yes, are difficult, but I think what really bothered me the most is that they effectively didn't like hunt how wolves hunt, and that just drove me insane.
Rolled in and just wrecked shop.
They're like going for, they're like biting things in the neck, and like that's more how like single feline species hunt. Yeah, right. Like wolves hunt by exhaustion, and like they were really just like jumping on somebody and like biting by the neck. And that's like how felines hunt.
They didn't.
I didn't like it at all. That killed me.
Guillermo did not account for Big Cat Blake. That's he did not have that.
Or Tyler
error on his part.
Yeah.
Or Tyler.
So if it was a singular mountain lion, if it was a cougar out there, we'd be okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay. And then we could have spent all the money on one singular animal and hopefully making that CGI look really, really good.
Yeah.
Versus kind of like half-ass CGI on like 12 different wolves.
But then that's where I go back to adaptation. Like, I would just rather see Del Toro doing his own shit rather than trying to adapt this as much as he might want to, right? Like,
for sure.
Be the voice in his ear being like, don't do it, brother. Don't do it. Do your own. Do Del Toro's the thing. Don't do this.
Yeah. Now, so what about performances? So obviously we chatted about some of them. Oscar Isaac. Oscar Isaac has now been on the podcast a handful of times.
Yeah. Not my favorite.
I feel like okay. Speak to it, brother.
I liked him. I enjoyed kind of his embodiment of the character, but I never for a second thought he was 20. I never for a second thought.
Well, yeah, sure.
I never for a second thought he's a young student who's like, overcome with his own hubris in that kind of thing. Like he just reads as a 40-year-old man at this point, and like he's a good-looking dude. Sure. He looks great. He's got great skin. I like him, but he just looks a full generation older than Mia Goth and his little brother and. A Lordy by that thing as well too, I think. So that was really my main thing. I thought he's going for the accent and he's kind of going for the affectation and that kind of thing, and I think it works in some scenes. It doesn't necessarily work in others. But I would say overall I liked the performances more than I didn't. So I'm always going to be behind that, but.
Adam, Ty, do you guys have share the same sentiment for the Oscar Isaac performance, or is it like, hey, I actually like it? Obviously, I think we all agree that it's hard to buy into him being a young gentleman, right? Just diving into his scientific and doctoral skills, right?
Yeah,
but that's just because I never know Oscar Isaac's like 47, so
hard to buy into that part. Not my favorite Oscar Isaac performance, but I wasn't, distracted by it. I thought he still did a good job carrying his weight in the movie. I still do like him a lot, but no, I was not bothered by his supposed age.
Del Toro loves a amputated leg.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he does.
He's good for that.
I was like,
he's good for that.
Yeah.
That scene seems gruesome. But I mean, but like that's as we said earlier, that's what. Well, I can't speak for everybody. That's what I come.
100%
film for.
Yeah, no, like
right?
that's part of it.
Yeah, for sure.
But I just
monsters, practical effects,
yeah,
things of that nature. The scenes where Frankenstein is like regrowing his limbs, and he talks in details of how fucking the amount of pain and how agonizing that is, right? To feel his bones regenerate and muscles recoup and things of that nature.
I loved all of that.
Fucking love that.
And I love the bit at the end where we do get that final thing where they're out on the ice. I feel like the pacing doesn't quite work, but that last like third, or not even maybe last fifth of the movie, but like when they're back out on the ice again and like he's chasing them down and then they like blow up with he's like, this will kill me kind of thing. All right, I'll give you one chance, like hopefully this works kind of thing. I thought that was really great. And I do love the ultimate, not message, but like threads coming together of the son, the son that is not the imperfect son and the imperfect father, and the like forgiveness there, while also the understanding between it, because this also it goes back to Oscar Isaacs and Charles Dance, and then you have the his own creation, which is truly like a thing of his own will, hubris, and ignorance, right? He doesn't think about the fact that he's creating a conscious life who is already in the body of a 8-foot fucking giant kind of thing, and then almost immediately it's just like, I love the fact that he plays it like, okay, you can say my name, great. Why can you only say my fucking name? Like he becomes so uninspired by it so fast. That all of that, I think, on the emotional side of things hits well and hits hard. We talked a lot about kind of, our personal gripes with it, but I do think the overall message and function of the movie is still very effective in that manner.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, man. And another part I want to talk about in terms of storytelling is that I think it really fit well with the first half essentially being like Oscar Isaac's point of view.
Yeah.
And how he sees the story and how everything came about from his mindset. And then you finally get it comes to its head, right, where the creature gets to meet his creator once again. Then he's like, okay, like now it's my turn to tell my story. Then you kind of get the story from there as well. And I think that made it a little bit easier of a pill to swallow on the audience for the Victor Frankenstein or Oscar Isaac character to do a 360, because pretty much throughout the entire story, or 180, I guess I should say, the entire story is being told is like he's just like flat out a dickhead. Like you said earlier, the easiest way to go about it is he's created a monster, but the reality is he's the biggest monster of them all, right? He's not human. He has no empathy. He has no apology. He has no feelings for anything else, right? Everything about him is just very selfish essentially to his deathbed.
They couch in the thing of like, oh, I lost my mother as well too, which I'm not sure is in the book. Like, I think that's an interesting element that they've brought into it there of the like, my father didn't love me, like he much preferred my little brother kind of thing,
right?
Which is part of it, of like the little brother as a victim of the monster is a big part of it as well too, and that kind of thing.
More so in the book is what you're saying.
Yeah. That's a very or at least not in the post 1818 text. I'm not 100% sure if that's that, but yeah, it's that's I think is a departure on that side of things for sure.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's
like,
good to know too, because obviously I don't have that background, right?
Yeah,
I'm just looking at
all the bits with the like I saw an avenging angel and all that stuff. That all feels very added on, very Del Toro, as well too, and that kind of thing. And like the reveal from the mask and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think that's in the novel.
Gotcha. So then, I guess my question then to that would be: Do we know the period of time of the story being told? Because, like I'm saying, I think with Oscar Isaac's character doing the 180 from like, oh, you're a complete monster, I should have never created you, you're just an it, you're not a real person, you don't have any feelings, basically everything you're saying doesn't matter.
Sure.
Right? 2, on his deathbed of like, hey, you actually are a person, even though you can't die and you're immortal, you should be able to live and have a life. Right? He kind of tells him that story. How long is it from him kind of feeling like, oh man, like fuck you forever, for lack of a better term, right? Like fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So like, you know what, man, you're a solid guy, and that's me. Sounds like summarizing it, of course. But what's the time period on that? Because
that never happens in the book. That whole thing.
Okay.
That whole thing of the like, their reconciliation at the end and that kind of stuff. That never happens.
Yeah, because that seems like very like, we're gonna add a happy ending.
No,
go out on a good note. Like, you know what I mean?
No.
Opposed to like, no, man, I think this is just a fucking terrible story.
No, yeah,
of somebody being created. They're cursed with immortality.
And
the guy's a fucking dickhead.
In the book, the Victor Frankenstein's like, I've created a monster. It will never, like, I've lost. This is awful. And then the monster is like, I've killed his whole family and anyone who he cares about. I'm going to go float on the ice floes and die. And like, no one will ever hear from me again. And like, it will just be a sad thing in history, kind of thing. I've completed my task and ruined everything that he's ever created, more or less.
Yeah, because I despise him so much.
And he's like, and like, I can no longer live with myself. I am a corrupt creation, off to the end with me, kind of thing. I'm beyond humanity at this point.
Okay.
Which is much darker and much maybe more succinct for humanity, but I don't think Guillermo can help himself. I think he is at his heart an optimistic human in some ways.
Yeah. Interesting. Any last comments from Adam or Ty?
Yeah, I want to take a little bit more of a backseat on this review, given I just not a big Del Toro fan as much as Nathaniel or necessarily horror, but you know, agree on all accounts. I like just listening to what you guys are saying. I think appreciated the set design. Quite a bit.
For sure.
In the book, I don't
quietly one of my favorite things of the movie.
In the book, he cannot just like heal himself. He doesn't just.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. They never explained that. And how that happens.
It seems to be more like
because that's
the energy gets within him, and then that's like part of it, kind of thing. And he's got those like tubes that are part of it.
Cells got supercharged.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, it's in the lymph, and that's all part of it. That's all add-ons, kind of thing. And like, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Like that, I'm kind of into it. That's the like Victorian shit like that I want Del Toro to explore, because he's gonna have better access to all that stuff and like come up with cool stuff that I won't. Right, like that's
and that's also another fun way for him to kind of twist the Frankenstein character
absolutely
and add a little bit of his own, you know, creativity to it. Yeah, and the other thing I want to say is the Christoph Waltz character, both an interesting character in and of itself, but also just like his death and the timing of that, and like
in his head.
Yeah, exactly. Him like, hey, use my brain, and it's like, well, one, it's a little late. Two, just for him to die for nothing.
Mushing.
Of like,
yeah.
Just I thought it was just like so. It was just kind of funny. I don't know. It was definitely some like irony and comedic bits to that that I got some enjoyment out of, because it's just kind of like, well, that was for nothing. So yeah, I don't know. But man, it was a fun movie. It was surprisingly entertained by it. Not that I didn't think it would be a good movie. It was getting good reviews and everything, but like I said before, wasn't expecting to have as good of a time with it as it did. It definitely won me over. And yeah, good time. Yeah. I don't know if this will end up being a movie that I like go back to or think about a lot. Just because I don't know, and that's how really the last couple Del Toros that I've watched have been. Like Nightmare Alley, I don't really think about. Pinocchio, I think about from time to time, but it's just I don't know. I haven't had a Del Toro stick with me quite yet, so I'm waiting for that to happen.
Well, good news for you, brother. You enjoyed Blade. Go watch Blade 2.
Yeah, that's probably the next one, huh? It's probably got to be it.
Not his best movie by any means. We're not saying that, but the fact that you enjoyed Blade, you're interested in getting kind of a knowledge of Del Toro. Just fucking throw it on, bro.
Agreed.
Ty, any closing thoughts?
No, not really. I think I kind of, said everything that, I wanted to say. I guess, one of my only questions to some of you guys, Adam, just based off the conversation, it doesn't sound like you have a lot of, past experiences with Frankenstein, but do you guys have a favorite design that you've seen over the years? Is there like one that kind of sticks out to you more than the others?
I'm not even versed enough to even answer that, man. I couldn't tell you. I feel like the only Frankenstein I know is obviously the film we just did from 2025, Del Toro, and then like I don't even know if I'm describing this the right way, but like just like the very shit that he has like the stitch on his forehead, like the moppy, you know what I mean?
Flat
like
top,
I don't even know what
and the bolts in the neck.
Yeah, that's like the only
Boris Karloff version
right now.
The Boris Karloff film version. I feel like is what a lot of people.
What is that? Is that the '90s movie?
No, Boris Karloff is like the 30s, 20s movie.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah. Well, yeah, that's how lack of knowledge and ignorant I am to the Frankenstein stories.
Sure. The 90s Frankenstein, I'm pretty sure, is De Niro and Kenneth Branagh.
Oh, Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Wow. Didn't know that.
Another one that a lot of people forget about, and it's because it's not a Frankenstein movie, but it's Van Helsing.
I was just going to say Van Helsing.
Always gets me.
He's great in that one, too. So, fun fact about that movie, that guy who played Frankenstein in that was the original Shrek on Broadway. And then he went on to play the Frankenstein's monster in Young Frankenstein when it became a play as well, too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It was he's great. I got to see him got to see the Young Frankenstein version in theater or in person. It was great.
Yeah, I just remember him basically being an opera singer.
Yeah. A trained opera singer.
Literally in the movies. I just like his yells were like oh.
Yeah. Yeah, and that comes out in Shrek and Young Frankenstein. Funnily enough.
That makes sense.
Should we rank this guy?
Yeah,
I think we're ready to get it up.
Wrap it and rank it.
Have we done Devil's Backbone for the pod? Am I losing my mind? Okay.
We have not.
We'll give a quick welcome back to listeners who skipped over spoilers. We're going to go ahead and throw up Frankenstein up upon our Entropy list. For those of you who do not know, the Entropy list is Back Row Banter's official list of all the movies we have reviewed, regardless of genre, regardless of anything else, all in one fantastic list. It's essentially how we rate our movies. And right now, we've recently changed our Entropy list to be a tiered system. So once it gets ranked, it automatically gets slotted into one of 7 tiers, and that gives you a little bit better of an idea of kind of where the pod as a whole is at on the movie. If you want to reference the entropy list or the tier list, I should say the tiered version for yourself, you can do so by checking the episode description where it's linked to my Letterboxd. We're going to throw Frankenstein.
I have thoughts, friends.
Del Toro.
What are you thinking, brother?
Yes, thoughts.
Yeah, think it up, dude.
So, I opened up the Entropy list.
As we do.
Mm-hmm. And the very first thing that jumped out at me.
Dune 2.
No, actually. You'll be shocked to hear. Was actually The Terminator. So that's
interesting. Okay.
That's 106. That's a man-made, monster coming after people in some ways, and in some ways an update of the Frankenstein mythology. And that's all the way down there at 106, and I was kind of like, that feels, it's an interesting spot to go from, but then I kind of like bounced around above it. And then I hit Sinners. And I was like, damn if I don't like Sinners more than I think I like this movie. Like that original concept, new this year,
sure.
Not an adaptation. Ryan Coogler doing his stuff. And I started to kind of look around there. And I saw Sorry to Bother You, saw Kill Bill Volume 2, saw OG Gladiator. And then I saw Knight's Tale and Pig down there at 92 and 93. Two of my favorites. And I think I'm going to split the difference. I'm going to go at 93. That'll be below A Knight's Tale, above Pig. That's also, for context, above Redline and Top Gun Maverick. It's a below Inside Out 2, Howl's Moving Castle, Gladiator, Kill Bill Volume 2. So
okay,
I think I feel pretty comfortable with that, and I think that's where
you said 93.
93, yeah.
Yeah. So that would still keep you in A tier, Nathaniel.
Okay. I think
cut off is Top Gun Maverick.
I think I said A minus B plus. So that's I think right where I want to be with that one overall.
Yeah, those are all valid ideologies for the placement. How I'm looking at it, I actually really enjoyed this movie, but I think you have the right ballpark there. A few things that me off the top of my head, I'm thinking a low A movie. Off the top of my head. Obviously, it's not an original adaptation, so we can't give it credit for that. But set design, awesome. Cast, awesome. Storytelling, awesome. Del Toro, we want to give him credit, right? And kind of to give him his due diligence as well. So I think I'm kind of pushing that same area. I think my ultimate cap, though, is going to be... I think my ultimate cap is Kill Bill Volume 2, and then I'm working down from there. But ultimately where I'm going is I'm going 96, where I've never been a big Tron guy. You guys know those aren't really moving the needle for me. The Gentleman's okay. Superman was okay, but I said I prefer Man of Steel over that as well. So I'm going to go 96. That's going to be a B plus movie. That's going to be below Glass Onion, above Tron Legacy, below Top Gun, Redline, Pig, XYZ.
Am I missing something? I'm seeing 96 as below Top Gun, above Glass Onion. Glass Onion's currently 96.
So. Pardon me. Yeah. So we're gonna go 97.
97. Okay.
Right. Yes, I would go 97 if I'm sliding it below Glass Onion. So yeah, that's
cool.
My mistake, brother. You are
no
correct.
Worries. Just want to make sure I have it the number right. I think I've got mine as well. I'm definitely a little bit lower, but I don't think I'm like offensively low. I'm gonna put it at. I'm gonna do 130, just below Challengers and above The Descent.
Nice.
It's also below Weapons, below Predator, Badlands, like La La Land, below Pinocchio as well, which like is pretty high on this list, relatively speaking.
Pinocchio's so good.
Pinocchio is good. It's good.
Real good.
And it's definitely above some movies that I enjoy quite a bit. But I think it's a kind of a good middle ground for me. I don't want to bury this thing. I do think this is a very good movie. It's not going to be one that I like hold as super special, so I'm a little bit lower on it. So I'm going to go 130, which I still think
the rewatchability may not be.
I don't think it's going to be there for me on this one, but we'll see. We'll see how time treats this one for me. 130 is my ranking though. Ty?
Yeah. I'm gonna be a little bit lower than that, and you said you don't want to be too offensive. I don't really care if it offends you. I'm just gonna say it. But I'm not too far off from that. I do see, like, you get into like that Malignant Barbarian area. I'm like, you guys know how I feel about Malignant, but Barbarian's pretty high up there as far as like just, I mean, you want to come to a kind of another movie that has like somewhat of a creature in it. I mean, you're kind of within that same realm there. And then we always talk about how Ninja Turtles is a little far down. I didn't overly care for multi-madness universes collide in strangest places. And so yeah, I think I'll go there, 136, which it's kind of hard for me to put above A Quiet Place, just because when A Quiet Place came out, it was just so
yeah, that one was tough for me too,
in a sense. And then
Crazy.
Power of the Dog, what a forgettable movie. I still have no idea what happened in that movie.
We all witnessed the power of the dog, man.
So yeah, I'll go 136. It gets it above some movies I wouldn't necessarily put it above, but it also puts it above some other movies that definitely this deserves to be above. So yeah, 136.
All right. Well, then, with all that being said, we have an average ranking of 114 flat, which means we have to tie break it with District 9. Didn't we just have to tie break with just District 9 not too long ago?
Yeah, we did.
All right.
District 9
Are we going to Letterboxd tie break?
I am Chappie. I am alive.
Well, I think that's if the group doesn't vote. I said vote doesn't group.
Voot doesn't group.
Group
we
doesn't
don't
vote. Yeah.
I'm indifferent.
I'm cool with putting District 9 over this. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I really like District 9.
Okay.
That's my thoughts. I'm open to being wrong.
I think you're right. So you'll hear no arguments from me, sir.
Puts it below Paid in Full,
Adam,
above The Long Walk.
Nathaniel?
I'm with you. I'm fine.
Speak now, forever hold your peace. Okay. We'll put District 9 above it.
All right, so it goes at 1. It gets the lower slot, so it goes to 115. Below District 9, above The Long Walk. There you have it. What tier does that put that in? Let's see. That is should be B tier.
B tier.
Or C.
B
Yeah,
plus.
B tier.
I think it's B.
Yeah, it's in the B plus range, so I'm cool with that.
Yeah, B tier is huge, dude. You don't get to C tier to like the Notebook or some shit like that.
Yeah. That sounds about right. All right, well, that's it for this review. Our next review is going to be a movie called Zootopia. It's not actually what it's called. It's what it should be called. A miss on the marketing side of things. But, I digress. Zootopia 2. You might be a fan. You might not be. I just watched the first one the other day. It was a really good time. So if you've not seen it and you're like a animated kids movie hater, like, no, this is definitely one that adults can enjoy as well. But yeah, Zootopia 2 is in theaters right now. Check that out. Join us for our review of that next week. Anyone watch anything recently they want to talk about?
It snowed. You guys know what that means in this house. We watch Frozen.
Oh,
boy.
Did you get the both or just one?
Just the first one. We don't like to, if we have a problem, like if new shows come out or something like that, we just binge the shit out of them. So when it comes to movies, we try to space them out at least a little bit. So
gotcha.
We still got a long winter ahead, and we both thoroughly enjoy Frozen 2 just as much. So we will wait until there's like another cozy morning where we can just kind of lay in bed. Breakfast has been made, and then we can just absolutely stuff ourselves and then just kind of like fall back asleep.
Sounds awesome.
Sports. I've been playing a ton of Ark.
Really?
If you don't know what it is, you are living under a rock when it comes to the video game world. And along the same line of sports, the fact that we are getting a Formula One season that is coming down to the last race of the season is just fantastic.
Doesn't happen often. I feel very spoiled to have that happen twice in the 4 years that I've watched Formula One.
You missed out, man. I mean, Max Hamilton, the year
I
before
watched that one.
Got into it was like
the year before,
epic. Like literally a 1 point spread down the last race, down the last lap of that race is what decided that year.
That was my
Michael,
first year races live. I remember watching that race.
Michael, no, it's so wrong.
Michael, no, it's so wrong.
That's not fair, Michael.
So yeah, it'll be a good weekend for sports for me, at least the sports that I watch coming up. So yeah, we got Bears Packers that we were talking about, and then we got Abu Dhabi to finish out the Formula One season. So yeah, I'm very excited for sports this weekend.
Sports.
Can George Russell win or no?
No.
Why would you want him
to? I'm sorry.
I
misread his number. I thought he had 389 points. He only has 309. I wanted him to. I was just looking at the standings to see where the points were at.
No, it's a three-way run right now between Piastri, Norris, and Verstappen.
Valtteri Bottas.
That'll be crazy.
I
can't wait for him to come back, man. It's gonna be awesome. All right. When is that race? What time?
Sunday.
Well, I know it's Sunday. What time?
Sunday.
If I had to guess, Abu Dhabi probably somewhere in like the 6, 7, 8 range for us.
Early.
7 a.m. Son of a bitch. All right.
Sun is what you'll be greeting in the morning at 7 a.m.
Yeah, for real. I mean, it might not even be up yet.
It'll be up.
It'll be up. It's the winter, bro. Fall back.
I'm kidding. All right. Well, I'll be waking up for that. It'll be entertaining, to say the least.
I'll be there. I will have watched everything.
I'll be there for you.
Have you rewatched Friends since you watched it our year?
We've done like episodes.
Sure.
We haven't done like full blown rewatch, but we've done episodes.
Well, speaking of, so this last week, I feel like I'm in Black Friday territory, folks. I don't want to expand my horizons of things that I could be watching at this point. I don't need something new. I need comfort food. To that point, I watched/read all of the Thriller Bark arc of One Piece. If anyone else has any context for that.
No. I have no context. I mean,
You've never watched or read any One Piece?
I mean, the answer is not flat out no, but it's basically no. Like, I've seen episodes.
I mean,
I think it's time.
I know of it. Like, you're not like you have obviously dipped a whole foot into anime, possibly even
of course.
At this point. So,
I'm way more into that. I'm not a novice in anime, I don't think, but
but I don't know. You're not a daily watcher though, right?
No, it's not. That's not like that. That's the thing. Is like there's anime enjoyers and then there's anime watchers. You know, I'm an anime
I think you could read it.
I quite enjoy it.
Got it. That's kind of what I
I'd definitely get through it faster. Yeah, but I'm not like there are people who it's like that is all they will only watch anime or they prioritize anime above all other things.
Sure.
Yeah,
and I'm just not one of those people. Like I really enjoy anime.
My wife's not home.
Right. And like I wish it was me more. I mean, I definitely can't put on anime when Sarah's around.
As soon as my wife gets home, sometimes just big anime titties show up on my screen, and I'm like, "This is not what anime is."
I swear this is not what I was watching.
Like,
it was just two guys fighting. I promise you.
It was. Yeah, I swear it was just two buff guys going at it.
I just lean into it.
One of the best fight scenes you could have ever seen in your entire life just happened.
I just say, babe.
I'll rewind it. Sit down.
It's been,
right now.
it's been big titties the whole time. Sorry, there's not enough fighting yet. I'm waiting just the same that you are. Like, I don't understand why, but there's just all these titties here.
Like this show. My friend Nathaniel recommended this to me.
Tyler,
I had no idea it was going to be.
This is my first time watching it. I didn't know.
That's hilarious.
Do you recommend One Piece? I mean,
I know one of my good friends is like, he begs me to watch it. He's like,
I don't think you need to watch it.
If you start watching it, it literally becomes your identity.
Yeah, so
right.
Here's the thing.
That's what I'm scared of.
And like it does genuinely take probably
no, it's years.
It's a season
well,
in
years,
before you're just like, yeah, man, this is my absolute shit. But
I've heard it can be even longer.
It could be, but it's great. Like it is great. There's no doubt about it.
I know, but it also like
Isn't
there never like it's never gonna end? Like they don't.
No, it's gonna
hasn't
end.
The creator like come out and said like I don't even know what the ending is or if there's gonna be one.
Nah, he's within like the next 2 to 3 years. Like
just do My Hero, dude.
No.
If One Piece ends, I'd be much more.
Then I'll
enticed.
watch it.
Maybe genuinely, because right now, the last 10 years that I've known of this show,
like
it's felt like I'm just never gonna. If I started it, I would watch it till I die.
On the manga side of things, they are definitely in the end game. Like they're in 85% in my mind of stuff. So like they are definitely like moving towards the thing of like, no, this is the end at this point. So how long they can draw that out, who knows? But if you were going to start, it's not a terrible time to try and dip your toe. It's pirates with superpowers, man. It's the greatest show of all time. Like, what more do you want?
Whoa. Pump your brakes.
Is there something better?
The fact that you guys haven't finished that is crazy.
Still haven't. No, I did. Actually, fun fact, I did start the first episode not long ago.
You need to do that, man.
Start it from the beginning.
Genuinely,
and just,
I think. Yeah, no, go all the way through because I think
that's the.
Have you watched any of the fourth season?
No. I tapped out. Like I haven't since they did the time jump and like the different animation studio and shit. I have not come back. So like
you are in for a treat because that last season, it's crazy.
Get ready for like a hot take in like 6 weeks, folks.
Yeah,
I
can feel it coming.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that feels like every time.
That. There's a lot of people that went that direction with it. So be prepared, dude. I heard a wise lion say, "Be prepared."
Truth.
Yeah, knowing Nathaniel, he's gonna come back and be like, "That was the dumbest shit I've ever seen." But I don't think
honestly, I do love Attack on Titan, but I think there are far superior animes out there.
That first season was so fucking peak to use the
I've
the
only
kids'
seen the
language.
first 2 seasons of Attack on Titan.
Dude, that first season though.
You watched Attack on Titan?
I've only seen 2 seasons.
This is
how many seasons are there?
4,
7 now.
In a movie.
Yeah. I was like, I've only seen 2 seasons.
The fourth season was split up into like 3 separate seasons. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
And it was fascinating. I just never went back, man.
Dude, that first season
it was actually the 3rd anime I ever watched.
Yeah, I think it was the first that I ever like sat down.
It's
and,
the first I ever watched.
Yeah.
Like if there's an anime online at this point in time that I would recommend that you specifically go watch, it's Kaiju number 8.
Ooh.
Okay, I haven't seen that one.
Interesting.
Dude, Kaiju number 8's 2 seasons
I've heard really good things of that.
It will fucking rock your world.
Okay.
It is so good.
Yeah,
I'm down, man. I dabble in anime occasionally, not a ton.
But I had 2 seasons.
I'll go through like weird binges of just like watching mass amounts, right? But I can look into Kaiju. Was it Kaiju number 8?
Yeah.
Okay. At 2 seasons, you're at Evangelion though.
Haven't watched that one
either.
He's not. Yeah, fair.
I don't think that's a Blake show. Yeah,
it's not that it can't be. It's just you. No, there's such a
it's
that you don't appreciate things that you find, because like I think at the end of the day you would appreciate it.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
it might
it's
not be
just-
my shit.
Yeah,
I don't think you're gonna
not.
identify.
No,
it
it's not.
very
It's
not
so
gonna be
much
your shit.
easier to get people who watch as much anime as you watch to get them interested in something that is newer versus something that is older.
Now, Haikyuu.
I got
It's
we
crazy,
might get them on
like,
a
I've never
sports
seen-
anime. We might get them on like
sports
Haikyuu,
anime?
like
Yeah.
like volleyball. Like
Yeah. Essentially, every anime that I have completed is like horror adjacent, right? Like,
I mean, I'm not gonna say
Death Note.
Evangelion
100%.
isn't, but
I mean, it is a little bit, but not in
the depression of responsibility, if that horrifies you, then like
yeah, it's the existential dread that horrifies you. Yeah, it is weird that like it's a show that I just enjoy so much and do at this point feel
It's
like is
so
a big
hard.
part of me.
It's so hard to
That
recommend.
it's so hard to recommend. It is genuinely
Okay.
like
I got
I
you.
love it so much, but I don't think everyone should
Yeah,
watch it.
you
Like,
need
I
a
don't think
crazy
everyone
person
should.
that you can recommend.
Yeah,
it
exactly.
to.
Yeah,
I got you. Yeah. No,
I have to really
get
be
it.
comfortable and really feel like I'm confident.
It's the
that you're like,
Terrifier of
I
anime
recommend it.
franchises.
Sure. Yeah. I
That's a good
totally
way to
get
put
it. I totally get it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into Kaiju number 8 though.
Genuinely,
really good things about
I
that
watched the first season, loved it. We'll watch the second season as well too. I think
Okay.
you would enjoy it.
Excellent.
But I mean, if you watched Attack on Titan too, might finish that one out too. Like I don't hate
You
that
should.
I
choice.
probably should, and I know that's got crazy amount of traction, and people
Just
love
to
that.
see,
Right? And I
right?
never went back to it. man.
Yeah, just to see what you
Yeah.
think at the end. But also, Tyler's been saying My Hero. My Hero is also up there
Brother.
for me
Yeah, people
as
love
well
My Hero
too.
Academia.
Yeah,
It's fucking insane.
it's better X-Men is the better way, is like the cool way to
Sure,
describe it.
Yeah.
Like it is just the better version of X-Men in a lot of ways. And some
Blake, who is your anime plug? Is it Ty? Is he like your big anime
Is it,
friend?
Frosty
Or
Plums?
is there
Tay. No, he watches.
Tay, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. I do have another friend named Tyler as well, though, and I call him
Okay,
Ty.
that's what I was
he's
getting mixed
not
up.
even remotely interested in anime.
Yeah.
Tay will watch anime a little bit, but it's actually one of my buddies from college. Tahi, he's a huge anime fan. Huge.
Oh,
anime
so
guy.
close, Ty. See, you're
I
so
was gonna
close.
say Tahi.
Yeah, I knew his name
He's
was
a huge anime guy. And I lived with him for like 2 years. And like it was essentially like every day, dude. It was like, dude, like,
Yeah.
do you want to watch this? You want to
I'm
watch this?
sorry.
You want to watch this?
What
Right.
kind of
Yeah.
what kind of name is Tahi? Is that a like a
He's Liberian.
Liberian? Okay.
Liberian. Yeah.
All
How
on
do you
the
spell
football
that?
team or not?
Yes. Get TAHI.
That's how. Okay, that's what I
That's
thought.
it.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, he was
But
like
thick as
my
shit.
anime plug going back to like college. Like, hey, like this is the shit you should watch. And then
Shout
like
out
now every once
Tahi.
in a while we'll shoot text back and forth, and he'll just give like a random anime recommendation. Like, hey man, you might want to like look at this shit. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Tahi.
I mean,
Did you ever do Afro
I wish I-
Samurai and or Samurai Champloo?
no, well, not the latter. I have seen pieces of Afro Samurai though.
Afro Samurai.
Yeah. I have seen pieces of that. Have seen I don't know, I think it's called Erased. Have seen Erased in its
Sure.
entirety.
Sure.
Which is like a police kind of
Yeah, yeah.
detective kind of joint, if I remember
Yeah, I think we
correctly.
talked about that.
Um,
where it's the back in time
yeah.
as well too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I watched that.
That
had
was
a good
good.
time with that. Yeah, I did. I thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah.
Watched that. Tokyo Ghoul. Finished that.
So I have all
Like
of
it a
that
lot.
manga over there in my corner. I need to read it. I have not watched or read any of it.
you've
No, I'm
you
not
haven't
done.
watched it or read.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, Tokyo Ghoul's dope, man. Very
Parasite's another one I think you would like, Blake.
Yep, and I have seen Parasite as well. So
Yeah.
I've seen Parasite. Awesome. Obviously, like Death Note. That's like the easy. I think that was actually the first anime I ever watched in its entirety. Is Death
Yeah,
Note.
I think it's finishing.
Granted,
I think
it's only like 30 episodes, and you just watch it one time through.
I think it's finishing Attack on Titan, and then I think it's
Okay.
Yeah, Neon
Dude,
Genesis. I
Attack
don't
on
think
Titan,
I don't
man.
think we can do it. I don't think it's
just go to Kaiju number 8.
Yeah,
not right now, at least. Maybe down the road.
Now there were so I think I'm gonna do Kaiju number 8 and kind of work around from there. Now I did watch like Sailor Moon and shit as a child, but like, I haven't gone back to like actually watch that as an adult to give like a real opinion on how I feel about the show. Right, like at that age, me watching was just like shit on the TV.
sure.
Does that make sense?
So
a little
Sailor
different.
Moon makes me always think of Kayla from Best Buy,
yeah.
Shout out.
Kayla.
which
Kayla
also
Flores.
I wanted to find a way to kind of like shout her out. Anyways,
Did she send you that Snapchat?
Yeah, she's got like over 3,000 hours listened to the podcast this year. So when it comes to like number one fans, and we're always, talking about Ryan Foley or Waz or Papa Schwartz, I think we got to put
She's
Kayla
a quiet
in
sleeper.
the ranks,
Yeah.
man.
She's a sleeper, man.
She's constantly there listening. She's going to listen to this. So huge shout out to Kayla.
Shout out.
She's obviously, Kayla kills. And, thanks for killing the Best by, keeping that up. And
I really hope she didn't
listening up.
tune out. I really hope she didn't tune out during the anime conversation. Is like, oh, this is the rest of the episode. Okay, I'll just turn this off.
Right. I hope
because
she gets
I
that
think she
portion.
genuinely still does like some anime. So I think she'll be genuinely
Yeah,
interested in
we
that
brought up
conversation.
Sailor Moon. We'll be fine.
Yeah. It's either Sailor Moon or Hello Kitty. Those are like my Kayla triggers.
Okay.
Got it.
No,
Got it.
dope. Yeah, shout out Kayla, man. We love Kayla. Every time October rolls around, I get at my horror
Hell
fest.
yeah.
And she turned me on to The Craft like 3 years ago.
Oh yeah.
And like it's forever on Tubi. Forever.
Still
Every time I go to like 90s
the
horror
greatest-
on Tubi, the third movie's like The Craft every time. And I always think of Kayla.
Man, Tubi is
awesome
just
movie, dude.
the purest streaming service at this point.
For
Like
sure.
fucking hell, man. Like it's so good. So
I
good.
wonder how much of
Chef's
your data they're
kiss.
selling.
Yeah, no business being that good.
So
and
much.
free.
I don't even care though. Like it's the fucking thing of like, oh, you're showing movies pre 2003? Fucking sell my social security at this point. Like
For sure. Dude.
That's funny. All right, y'all. We should move on out of here. Getting a little long.
Yeah, let's
here
do
on
it.
The episode runtime. Thank you all for listening, especially made it this far into the episode. You're our favorite type of listener, and we really, truly do appreciate it. If you want to do us a favor, you can share the podcast, share with a friend, family member, maybe a monster of your own creation, or maybe you are the monster. While you're doing that, follow us on Twitter, Banter Row, or YouTube. We're just Back Row Banter. Our email is backrowbanterpod@gmail.com. I'll give the rest. We can move on out of here because it is pretty long. So if you want any of our personal plugs, they are in the episode description. But you can go ahead, check out Zootopia, which is I'm officially rebranding it as that. But check out Zootopia 2. And then join us for a review of that next week. We'll be RB.
America. Ready for another lesson.
it's interesting you're such a Hamilton guy.
I mean, I'm not like a big musical person. It really is just Hamilton. That's like really it.
In La La Land, so good.
In La
so
La Land,
good.
that's
La
like-
La Land.
All right, 2 musicals. Fucking sue me.
I'm just saying you kind of like musicals, bro. Just, Have you seen Moulin Rouge?
I like 2 of them. No, never seen it.
Chicago?
Phantom of
Nope.
the Opera?
Rent?
Nope.
Blues Brothers?
Nope. That's a musical?
I mean, they sing music.
Okay.
You never seen the Blues Brothers?
All right.
That's the qualification.
I-
There's a song being sang.
Yeah,
I've like watched. I
Not a
remember
musical?
watching one of the Blues Brothers movies as a kid, but I just have no recollection of like
One of
what
the
that
Blues
movie
Brothers.
actually is.
You don't know if it's Blues Brothers
there
or Blues
more?
Brothers 2000? The weird one
Yeah,
with John
no.
Candy?
I have no idea.
I feel offended. As a non-Chicagoan.
I feel offended.
Is that a Chicago-based movie? Is that
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
Oh, man.
Okay, I had no idea.
Joliet Jake.
There's a character named Joliet Jake.
Yeah, he was in Joliet jail.
Are you serious?
Yes, that's what John Belushi's character is. Joliet Jake.
Damn, I need to see that movie then.
It's a great movie. Illinois Nazis. I fucking hate Illinois Nazis. That's another.
Do we think that's the most Chicago movie of all time?
It might be my birthday pick, bro.
Ferris Bueller's is up there.
Okay, yeah.
So Ferris Bueller's is pretty Chicago coded.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. It's
the Accountant. They don't let you forget that it's Chicago. Yeah, it's sneaky pick.
Sneaky. They dropped what it was like Naperville, Oswego, and like Arlington Heights.
Oh my God.
Like in the same sentence.
Any opportunity they have to drop.
Are we comparing the Blues Brothers to fucking The Accountant?
Yeah, we are.
It wasn't The Dark Knight put in Chicago too. I mean, like
no, that's Gotham.
Yeah, but that's not like
Gotham.
based in Chicago. It doesn't have enough.
Yeah,
I'd say.
That's good. That's a good point, though. So is it just anything?
It has the most
filmed
like
in Chicago or like Chicago roots. You know what I mean?
Like a story that takes place in Chicago, or just like a movie.
I feel like it's either Ferris Bueller's or Blues Brothers.
I think it's got to be one of those two.
Candyman's a good point. Candyman's a good call.
The Untouchables.
Maybe not as big as a movie as Ferris Bueller's Day Off and
Blues
Brothers, just because it's horror, right? But Candyman,
Home Alone.
Yeah, I mean,
iffy. That's iffy.
Yeah, but I mean, still, like
I'd have to rewatch that to know how much.
I don't think it's enough. It's not like Chicago.
It's suburbs.
Don't talk about it enough.
It's suburbs
for sure.
It is O'Hare.
Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, Ferris Bueller's, or I'm assuming Blues Brothers. I can't speak on it.
Blues Brothers.
Ferris Bueller is what comes to mind.
Blues Brothers. They are trying to pay a bill to Cook County so that they can save the orphanage that they grew up in.
That's the real plot?
Yeah, that's the plot of why the Blues Brothers are getting back together. Is like they were a blues band. Jake went to Joliet prison, and now they're getting back together to try and save the orphanage that they grew up in, and they have to pay Cook County to do so. So,
dude, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even think I've seen this movie.
Oh man,
I know what it is, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's a classic, man. It's a good one.
I feel like there's a Chicago movie we're missing.
Probably
like a very Chicago
Transformers
movie.
Space Jam.
No.
There's a movie called The Untouchables from 1987.
Space Jam is hilarious.
Untouchables would be
movie.
Yeah.
It's a gangster movie about Al Capone. That's in Chicago.
Untouchables would definitely be that one. That's got Kevin
and then
Costner
there's another one,
and Sean Connery.
There's another one from 2000 called High Fidelity, and that's about the music scene in Wicker Park and Bucktown.
John Cusack.
Yeah, would also come
Rookie of the Year. What's a boy that plays for the Cubs?
Yep.
I don't know which one you're pulling. The easy one I was gonna say is Breakfast Club.
Sure.
But like, I guess that's more like
it's just shot in. It's like shot in the suburbs.
I think it might be Park.
That's all John Hughes, right?
It's like Sandwich, Illinois. I thought it's like some weird. Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe it's in Plainfield.
Something. I know it's one of the suburbs. That's a good one, Ty. Yeah, this is actually a good question for the pod.
This is a good question.
We're all Chicago.
And then
what is
the
Fugitive most Chicago movie?
Is that the
Blues Brothers is number one on that
Fugitive? Is that the Harrison Ford joint?
Yeah.
Is that the Fugitive?
I did not kill my wife.
That's like a 90s or something movie, right? I've definitely seen
on Reddit. On Reddit, we have.
Yeah.
So on
Tommy
Reddit,
Lee Jones.
This is 2 years ago. The original question is, it could be set or shot in Chicago, or even just capture the spirit of the town. Is there anything that tops Ferris Bueller or Blues Brothers? That is the question, really. And then we have The Fugitive, The Untouchables.
Never seen.
Good movie.
Adventures in Babysitting. I don't know what that is. Candyman is on here.
Adventures in Babysitting was a Disney Channel original movie.
Okay.
And I remember it because they like go on, I'm pretty sure the L, and someone throws a knife into the kid's foot, and it like goes into like the boot.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Untouchables, The Fugitive, Candyman.
Candyman
But
makes
a lot of people
sense.
saying Blues Brothers and Ferris Bueller are just the top
Ferris
two.
Bueller's Day Off is
I think that's
hard
got to be it.
That's hard to beat too, man. Yeah.
We got to watch Blues
This
Brothers
person
to
said
decide.
Risky Business.
Yeah. Blues Brothers might be my birthday pick. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. I'm down. Yeah, I think it's either Ferris Bueller, Blues Brothers, or if you're talking about just shot in Chicago, probably The Dark Knight. I feel like that's the one people brag about the most or bring up the most.
Yeah.
Blues Brothers
it's all the time.
Blues Brothers is the reason that I know that the address to Wrigley. Because one of the fake address that he gives is 1060 West Addison.
That's funny.
Interesting. Yeah.
Seems like I'd like this movie.
It's good.
Yeah.